Well, the next thing I'm going to tackle, trying to get some cleaning done on, is this piece here. This is called the suspension box, and this is what mounts the cutter head to the lathe itself. And it has a couple things going on. It allows you to control the depth of your cut. It has an electromagnet in it, and it also, if I can get this lid off, and it allows has relays connected to it that lift and lower the head for automatic lead-ins and lead-outs. And it has what's called a dash pot, which acts as a shock absorber for the cutter head to ride over imperfections of the lacquer. All the wiring there. It has an electromagnet in it as part of the depth control system, and then a mechanical spring in there that you can make some coarse adjustments to the initial depth of your cut with. So this thing is pretty crusty, so we're gonna start getting pieces off of this. This back here is a chip removal tube. It comes underneath the suspension box, and then a smaller tube goes in there that comes from the cutter head, and that gets rid of your waste material called chip or swarf. And we're gonna get this off so I can just even set the box flat, and obviously it needs a lot of cleaning. Trying to clean up this suspension box here. One of the things I want to do is get this oil out of this dash pot. I just don't want to flip it over and have the stuff run everywhere, so I'm trying to take paper towels and roll them up, create kind of a wick to you know, get it down in there, get as much of this oil out. Everything about this machine has an odor to it, and even the oil in the dash pot, and you can't transport it, you know, effectively with the oil in it, stuff like that. And this stuff is probably so old that you know, there's a better modern replacement for whatever that is in the dash pot anyway. So we're gonna try and get as much of that out of there as possible. So I've got one last little piece of paper towel down there in the dash pot, trying to soak up whatever oil is left there. You can see there's a couple of the other ones where I soaked the oil out. And yeah, here I'll give you a view of the suspension box, reed switches, and a lot of wiring. Audio signal that goes to the cutter head, signals from relays to lift and lower the head. There's an electromagnet in there, and of course the mechanical aspect of it right here with the spring and the tension knob on the back there. This is the back of the chip removal tube that I took off the bottom of the suspension box, and look, it's crusty. And so we're gonna maybe start with some ultrasonic cleaning and then take it from there. These little badges are pretty cool. They're on the front control panel of the lathe, and they're just kind of friction fit with these little pegs. And you can see somebody who owned it loved lubrication. There's oil everywhere. You can see the oil back here on these things. I'm going to drop these in the ultrasonic tank and see if you know, we can get that oil off of them.